Welcome to English via AI. Imagine a young woman working late in a cold shed. She stirs a boiling pot of strange, glowing material. She has almost no money and very little help. Yet, she is about to change science forever. She will discover secrets hidden inside the atom. She will win the highest prize in the world twice. But her amazing work will also slowly harm her. Her greatest discovery will one day take her life. This is the story of Marie Curie. Marie Curie was born on November 7th, 1867. She was born in the city of Warsaw, in Poland. Her birth name was Maria Sklodowska. The world would later know her as Marie Curie. At that time, Poland was ruled by another country. It was controlled by the powerful Russian Empire. Life was hard for many Polish families. They were not free to run their own land. Maria's parents were both hard-working teachers. They believed deeply in the power of learning. Her family valued education above almost everything. They filled their home with books and ideas. Young Maria was incredibly smart and curious. She loved to learn about the world around her. She had a powerful memory, even as a child. She could remember her lessons with ease. From an early age, her gift was clear. Maria was born to seek knowledge. Maria's childhood was not always happy. Her family faced great hardship and loss. Her family lost their money and their home. They had to take in students to survive. Then tragedy struck the young girl's life. Her older sister died from a terrible illness. Not long after, Maria lost her mother too. Her mother died from a disease called tuberculosis. These losses filled Maria with deep sadness. She carried this grief for many years. But Maria did not let sorrow stop her. She poured her heart into her studies. She worked harder than almost anyone else. She wanted to make her family proud. School became her comfort and her escape. Learning gave her hope for the future. Even through pain, her brilliant mind shone. Nothing could stop her love of knowledge. Maria finished school as a top student. She won a gold medal for her hard work. She dreamed of going to a great university. She wanted to study science and mathematics, but there was a huge and unfair problem. Women were not allowed at the Polish universities. The doors of higher learning were closed to her. This was simply because she was a woman. Maria refused to give up her dream. She found a secret and daring solution. She joined a hidden school for women. People called it the Flying University. This school was illegal and very risky. Students met in secret to learn together. Maria studied there with great passion. She hungered for real scientific knowledge, but she knew she needed much more. She dreamed of studying in a free country. Maria and her sister made a special plan. They wanted to study in Paris, in France, but they did not have enough money. They could not both go at the same time. So, the two sisters made a brave deal. They promised to help each other in turn. Maria agreed to work first to earn money. She would support her sister's studies in Paris. Then, later, her sister would help her. It was a beautiful promise between them. Maria took a job as a governess. She taught children in a wealthy family's home. She worked hard for several long years. She sent her earnings to help her sister. She also kept studying in her free time. She never stopped feeding her curious mind. At last, her turn finally came. Maria was ready to go to Paris. In 1891, Maria traveled to Paris. She was full of hope and excitement. She joined the famous University of Paris. It was called the Sorbonne. In France, she changed her name to Marie. This was the French form of Maria. Marie's early life in Paris was very hard. She had very little money to live on. She rented a tiny, cold attic room. In winter, she almost froze while she studied. Sometimes, she was so poor, she barely ate. She often forgot meals while lost in her books. But Marie did not care about comfort. She only cared about learning science. She studied harder than all the other students. She wanted to be the very best. Her dedication soon brought great results. Marie earned top degrees in physics and mathematics. While in Paris, Marie needed a laboratory. She needed a place to do her experiments. A friend introduced her to a fellow scientist. His name was Marie Curie. Pierre was a kind and brilliant physicist. He was already known for his important work. The two scientists shared the same great passion. They both loved science above all else. They talked for hours about their research. Their minds worked perfectly together. Slowly, their friendship grew into deep love. They found a true partner in each other. In 1895, Marie and Pierre were married. It was the start of a great partnership. They did not want a fancy wedding. Marie even wore a simple dark dress. Together, they would make history. Their love and science joined as one. Marie needed a topic for her research. She wanted to study something new and exciting. Another scientist had made a strange discovery. His name was Henry Becquerel. He found that a metal called uranium gave off rays. These invisible rays came from the metal itself. No one understood these strange rays. This mystery fascinated Marie deeply. She decided to study these rays herself. She wanted to learn their hidden secrets. Marie began careful and difficult experiments. She measured the strange rays with great care. She discovered the rays were a natural property. They came from inside the atoms themselves. Marie gave this strange power a new name. She called it radioactivity. This new word would change science forever. Marie had opened a brand new field. Marie made an exciting discovery in her tests. Some materials were more radioactive than uranium. This meant something unknown was hidden inside. There had to be new, undiscovered elements. Pierre was amazed by his wife's work. He stopped his own research to join her. Together, they began a great scientific hunt. They searched for these mysterious new elements. They worked with a black material called pitchblende. This rock held their hidden treasure. The work was incredibly hard and tiring. They processed tons of the heavy rock. They worked in a cold, leaky old shed. It was more like a barn than a laboratory. Marie stirred huge boiling pots for hours. The work was exhausting and physical, but the couple never lost their hope. They believed something amazing was waiting. After much hard work, they made a discovery. They found a brand new element. Marie named it polonium. She named it after her homeland, Poland. This name honored the country she loved. It was still not free at that time, but the couple was not finished yet. They believed another element was still hidden. They kept working for many more months. They processed even more of the heavy rock. Finally, they found a second new element. This one glowed with a faint blue light. They named this glowing element radium. Its name means ray in an old language. Radium was incredibly powerful and radioactive. It amazed scientists all around the world. The Curies had made history together. They had discovered two new elements. The world began to notice the Curies' work. Their discoveries were truly remarkable. In 1903, they received a great honor. They won the famous Nobel Prize in Physics. They shared the prize with Henry Becquerel. He had first discovered the strange rays. Marie made history with this award. She was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize. This was an incredible achievement for her. She had broken a great barrier for women. At first, the prize was only for the men. The committee did not want to include Marie, but Pierre insisted that Marie be honored too. He knew the work was truly hers. So Marie received the prize she deserved. Her genius was finally recognized. The whole world now knew her name. Marie Curie had become famous. The Nobel Prize brought sudden fame. People everywhere wanted to know the Curies. But the couple did not enjoy the attention. They only wanted to continue their work. Fame made their quiet lives difficult. Reporters and visitors filled their days. The prize money did help them, though. They could finally afford better equipment. Marie and Pierre kept working very hard. They continued to study radioactivity, but their health was slowly getting worse. They often felt tired and unwell. They did not know the terrible truth. Their beloved radium was harming their bodies. The invisible rays were slowly poisoning them. No one understood this danger yet. They kept working with the dangerous material. They handled it with their bare hands. Life was going well for the Curies. They had fame, success, and each other. Then a terrible tragedy struck the family. It came without any warning. In 1906, Pierre was walking in the rain. He was crossing a busy Paris street. He slipped and fell on the wet road. A heavy horse-drawn wagon struck him. Pierre died instantly in the accident. Marie lost her beloved husband and partner. She was filled with unbearable grief and pain. Her whole world had suddenly collapsed. Marie had lost her greatest love. She had also lost her science partner. Many people thought she would stop working. They believed her spirit was broken. But Marie found a way to carry on. She would honor Pierre through her work. Marie had to be incredibly strong. She had 2 young daughters to care for. She also had their important work to continue. She refused to let their dream die. The university offered Marie a special position. They gave her Pierre's teaching job. Marie became the first woman professor there. She broke yet another great barrier. Her first lecture was a huge event. Many people came to hear her speak. She began exactly where Pierre had stopped. It was a deeply emotional moment. Marie poured herself into her research. Her work helped her survive her grief. She continued to study radium and its powers. She learned more about its strange nature. Alone, she carried the torch of science. Her determination inspired the whole world. Marie's work continued to amaze the world. She kept making important discoveries. In 1911, she received another great honor. She won a second Nobel Prize. This time, it was in the field of chemistry. She won it all by herself. Marie made history once again. She was the first person to win 2 Nobel Prizes. Even more amazing, she won in 2 different sciences. No one had ever done this before. To this day, she remains a rare legend. Very few people have matched this feat. The award honored her discovery of new elements. It celebrated her work with radium and polonium. Marie had proven her genius beyond doubt. She stood among the greatest scientists ever. Her name was now written in history forever. She was a true scientific hero. In 1914, a terrible war began. It was the First World War. Marie wanted to help the wounded soldiers. She used her science to save lives. She knew that X-rays could help doctors. X-rays could show injuries inside the body. But the machines were far from the battlefields. Wounded soldiers could not reach them in time. So Marie had a brilliant idea. She put X-ray machines inside special cars. These mobile units could travel to the front. They brought X-rays right to the soldiers. People called these vehicles little Curies. They saved countless lives during the war. Marie even drove the cars herself. She trained many women to operate them. Marie risked her own life to help others. Her courage during the war was remarkable. She used her genius to serve humanity. Her science became a gift of healing. Marie was a brilliant scientist and a mother. She raised 2 daughters on her own. She taught them to love learning and curiosity. She wanted them to reach their full potential. Her daughters grew up to be remarkable women. They inherited their mother's brilliant mind. One daughter followed her into science. Her name was Irene Joliot-Curie. Amazingly, Irene also became a great scientist. She studied radioactivity, just like her mother. Years later, Irene won her own Nobel Prize. She won it for chemistry with her husband. So the Curie family made history again. They became a family of Nobel winners. Marie was very proud of her daughters. She had raised them with love and wisdom. Her legacy lived on through her children. The Curie name shone brightly in science. Marie worked with radium for many years. She loved its strange, beautiful glow. She kept tubes of it near her body. She even carried them in her pockets. She did not know it was slowly killing her. No one understood the danger of radiation. The invisible rays damaged her body over time. They harmed her blood and her health. Marie grew weaker and more tired each year. Her body was paying a terrible price. The very element she discovered was hurting her. It was a cruel and sad twist of fate. Her notebooks became dangerously radioactive too. They are still too dangerous to touch today. Marie had given her health for science. She sacrificed her body for knowledge. The glowing treasure was also a hidden poison. Its beauty hid a deadly secret. As Marie grew older, her health declined. Years of radiation had taken their toll. She became very weak and often ill. Her body could no longer fight the damage. Yet Marie kept working as long as she could. She loved science until the very end. Her eyesight also began to fail her. This was another effect of the radiation, but she never regretted her life's work. She was proud of what she had done. She had opened new doors in science. She had helped countless people around the world. In 1934, Marie became gravely ill. Her weakened body was finally failing. Marie Curie died on July 4th, 1934. She passed away from a blood disease. Her illness was caused by her long exposure. Radiation had finally claimed her life. Marie Curie changed the world forever. Her discoveries opened a new age of science. Her work led to many amazing things. It helped create new ways to fight disease. Today, radiation is used to treat cancer. This treatment has saved millions of lives. Her discoveries also advanced our understanding of atoms. She helped unlock the secrets of matter. Marie broke countless barriers for women. She proved women could reach the highest levels. She inspired generations of female scientists. She showed them that anything was possible. Her name is honored all around the world. Schools and buildings carry her name. A unit of radioactivity is named after her. It is called the Curie in her honor. Her legacy shines as brightly as radium. It will inspire people for centuries to come. The story of Marie Curie teaches us lessons. The first lesson is about determination. Marie faced poverty, loss, and unfair rules. Yet, she never gave up on her dreams. The second lesson is about breaking barriers. Marie succeeded in a world made for men. She proved that women could be great scientists. She opened doors for millions of girls. The third lesson is about dedication to a purpose. Marie gave everything for her work. She even gave her own health and life. Her devotion to science was total. The fourth lesson is about serving humanity. Marie used her genius to help others. Her discoveries still save lives today. Her gift keeps giving to the world. The simple takeaway is this: with courage, determination, and passion, one person can change the world. Vocabulary, meanings and examples from the story. Curious, wanting to learn and know things. Example: young Maria was incredibly smart and curious. University, a place of higher learning after school. Example: she dreamed of going to a great university. Governess, a woman who teaches children in their home. Example: Marie took a job as a governess. Laboratory, a room used for scientific experiments. Example: while in Paris, Marie needed a laboratory. Element, a basic pure substance in nature. Example: there had to be new, undiscovered elements. Radioactivity, the giving off of rays from certain elements. Example: she called it radioactivity. Discovery, the finding of something new. Example: Marie made an exciting discovery in her tests. Professor, a teacher of the highest level at a university. Example: Marie became the first woman professor there. Radiation: the rays given off by radioactive material. Example: no one understood the danger of radiation. Sacrifice: to give up something valuable for a purpose. Example: she sacrificed her body for knowledge. Legacy: something important left behind from a person's life. Example: Marie Curie changed the world forever with her legacy. Barrier: something that blocks the way or progress. Example: the second lesson is about breaking barriers. Grammar tip: used to. Explanation: we use used to for something that was true in the past but is not true now. It helps us talk about old situations that have changed. Example 1. At that time, Poland used to be ruled by another country. Example 2. Women used to be banned from the Polish universities. Example 3. Marie used to carry tubes of radium in her pockets. A simple way to remember: use used to for past habits or old situations that have changed. Marie Curie was more than a brilliant scientist. She was a symbol of courage and dedication. She discovered new elements and a new science. She won the Nobel Prize not once, but twice. She gave her health and her life for knowledge. Her discoveries still save lives today. So, here is a question for you to think about. What great goal are you willing to work hard for? If you enjoyed this story, please like this video, share it with a friend who needs to hear it, and comment below with one lesson you will carry with you. Subscribe to English via AI for more real stories that help you learn English, one journey at a time. Keep learning, keep building.